pay homage to the Buddha. I seek refuge in the enlightened one forever. I pay homage to the Dhamma. I seek refuge in the sacred truth forever. I pay homage to the Sangha. I seek refuge in the sacred community forever. I pay homage to the Triple Gem. I seek refuge in the threefold jewels forever. Our deepest homage to our great teacher, noble teacher who taught this Dhamma to ourselves, our Guru Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear meritorious friends, today I thought of doing a Dhamma discourse regarding a meditation. We know last day we have done Karuna meditation, right? The meditation about compassion, meditation on compassion, right? So today I thought of doing the third one, right? We have done loving kindness meditation, meditation about compassion. Now today we are going to do the meditation called Mudita meditation. That means the meditation on sympathetic joy, right? Meditation on sympathetic joy. It is a very great meditation because Supreme Buddha said, if somebody is not in a position to keep his mind to do meritorious actions, meritorious deeds, right? He feels like, lazy in doing meritorious works, right? He is not in a position to take his mind, keep his mind on wholesome activities. He feels like, I don't like to do these meritorious works. I can't do these meritorious works. Some kind of, we say in Pali, Arati. When Arati comes to our lives, it is better to do this meditation to get rid of Arati, right? Get rid of the situation where we are not liking to do wholesome activities. We don't feel to do wholesome activities. We don't feel to do merits and all. We do our daily works, we do our studies, we do our jobs and all, but we are not trying our best to do some meritorious works, wholesome activities. In such a situation, if you are having a mind like that, it is better to do this meditation. What is that? Mudita meditation, right? Meditation on sympathetic joy, right? Mudita means the mind that we are having to see others' development, others' progress, others' happiness, right? We have a mind, we have an ability, we have a thought to see the development of others. We like to see their beauty. We like to see their development. We are fond of seeing their goodness, happiness, right? We like our parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, relatives, and everybody in the world. All beings should be happy. All beings should be good, beautiful, right? Likewise, if we can develop thoughts in our mind to see other people's sympathetic joy, right? That is called mudita in our mind. We are fond of seeing others' development. We are fond of seeing others' happiness. We are fond of seeing others' beauty. We appreciate them. right? We like to see they are so developed. We like to see they are so rich, right? We like to see they are so powerful, right? My relatives, my family members, my friends, all beings should be powerful, should be long life, should have a long life, should have beauty, should have happiness, should have a strength, and should have a very good fame. And also, they should have a good wisdom. If you are thinking like that, that means you are developing mudita in your mind, right? So then when you are developing mudita in your life, in your mind, right, the sympathetic joy, if you are developing that, definitely you will be having the same thing, right? So then you will be having a long life, you will be having a beauty, you will be having happiness, you will be having strength, you will be having fame, you will be having a gathering, a huge gathering, and also you will be having wisdom, right? As you are wishing others may have these things, you are wishing other people, other beings, all should have these things. As you are developing such a thought in your mind, you will be having the same thing in this life as well as next lives, right? So then we'll say you are practicing this meditation little by little, little by little. First 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then you are practicing this a lot every day, right? So then your mind creates, some kind of a good position in yourself, some kind of a good thing in your mind, right? So then you will be able to see the difference in yourself, right? So if you are having some kind of a upset mind, we'll say if you are insane, sometimes you have a brother, you have a sister who is insane, who is having a mental troubles, right? Who are not mindful, right? Some people are having mental problems, right? So those people should do this meditation definitely, because when they are developing this kind of a thought, this kind of an idea in their mind, they are thinking that other people should be like this, other people should have a long life, other beings should have beauty, other beings should have happiness, other beings should have power, we'll say strength, right? Other people should have fame, other people should have a big community, right? A big surrounding, right? And some big gathering. Other people should have wisdom. So when you are developing, cultivating some kind of thoughts like those in your mind, as you are sowing, you will be reaping, right? There is a saying in our language, in old language, they say, as you sow, you will reap. So if you are wishing others long life, you will be having a long life. If you are wishing others beauty, you will be having your beauty, right? If you are wishing to have others happiness, you are wishing others happiness, they may be happy, right? Then you will be having happiness. And if you are wishing to have, you are wishing others uh, power, strength, right? And then you will be having the same thing. If you are wishing others fame, you will be having famous, right? If you are wishing others will have a huge gathering, a huge surrounding, then definitely you will be having a huge gathering. So Supreme Buddha told, this is a good meditation. You practice this meditation. So we are having 4 kinds of meditation, and then we are practicing the third one today. We are talking about the third one, that is Mudita meditation. Meditation on sympathetic joy. We'll say you are having a friend who is very rich, right? So you should be able to be happy about his richness, right? So that is what your mudita. You have a friend who is so beautiful, right? Sometimes you are not beautiful. Without having a jealous in your mind, if you can have a happiness into your mind, looking at their beauty, right? Looking at their beauty, if you can be happy without being jealous, that means you are having mudita in your mind. So you have to develop it again and again. You have to go ahead developing that more and more, right? Until you are able to practice up to jhanas. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. You can develop jhanas in your mind when you practice these meditations, right? When you can develop jhanas, then you can think about anicca, dukkha, anatma, the teachings of Supreme Buddha. We say vidarshana. You can go ahead practicing vidarsana when you are having jhana, when you are having samadhi in your mind, when you are having concentration in your mind. With that concentration, you think about anicca, dukkha, anatta. Then you can go ahead practicing Supreme Buddha's teaching. You can understand Four Noble Truths. You are on the Noble Eightfold Path, right? So then, first and foremost, what we have to do is we have to start practicing mudita meditation, the meditation on sympathetic joy. Meditation on sympathetic joy. We have to practice that, right? So then we'll say there is a girl, right? She is not beautiful. When she looks at other ladies who are beautiful, if jealous comes to her mind, that means she is doing something unwholesome. She is practicing something bad. And that thing will make herself again ugly, right? She will be ugly again and again as she is not in a position to appreciate the beauty of others, right? And then again and again she will be in a big trouble. But if you want to be beautiful, you have to have a mind which you can appreciate others' beauty, development, happiness, long life, and also power, fame, and the mass, the people around them, right? And the wisdom, right? We'll see there is a person who can learn well. There is a person who can understand the things well, right? There is a person who can do meditation well. There is a person who is doing meditation 2, 3 hours, having a good concentration. If some kind of a jealous comes to your mind, you are in a big danger, right? You will be practicing something bad. You are practicing something useless, right? It will make you a big trouble. So what you have to do is think like this. As I haven't done something good, I am not having a long life. I don't have beauty. I don't have happiness. I don't have strength. I don't have fame. I don't have people around myself. I don't have wisdom. So, what should I do is first and foremost, I should try to appreciate, admire, accept others things that they have which are not with me, right? So then little by little, when you are developing your mudita, the sympathetic joy, then you will be able to, right? You will be able to practice this meditation. First and foremost, you have to, keep the things in your mind, put the things into your mind. Whenever you see the people, beings in the society, in the world, you have to think like this way, right? You have to live without jealous. You have to live without being jealous. You have to be happy about what they have, right? And also you have to be satisfied with what you have. You have to understand, depending on what I have done previous lives and previous days, I am having the things, right? I am having this much of a beauty as I have done in previous. I am having this much of long life as I have done. I am having this much of happiness depending on what I have done in the past. I am having some kind of a strong strength as I have done something fast, depending on the things that I have done. So you first understand that there is a karmic system in this world. There is some kind of a karma coming behind ourselves, right? So if you have done something great last time, you are practicing something great, right? Sometimes you are not rich just because, not because of your mother, not because of your father, not because of someone else, but because you haven't given in the past. You are not beautiful as you haven't done loving kindness to the others, as you haven't given food and everything to others, as you haven't given clothes to others. That is why you are not beautiful. So if you are not beautiful today and making jealous about others' beauty, that means you are being ugly than this next time, right? So what you have to do is practice mudita in your mind, practice sympathetic joy in your life. So then you will be having everything into your life. And also when you practice this as a meditation, you sit properly, you make your straight you make your back straight, you sit properly, you do meditation, you do this as a meditation, then you can take your mind concentrated, you can make your mind concentrated, you can develop it a lot. So then it will help you to root out the suffering even. So then first develop the thoughts in your mind and then try your best to do the meditation, and then you can have so many good things into your life, right? So, as I said earlier, if you are not fond of doing merits, if you are not fond of doing wholesome activities, as you are not having mudita in your mind, so what you have to do is you just develop mudita in your mind, then you feel like doing merits, you feel like doing good things, wholesome things, right? So we'll practice like this. So I thought of practicing the meditation after this with yourself. And after that, if you have questions, you can go ahead asking. So now I think you have a good understanding about what mudita meditation is. Then, when we are practicing this meditation, you can use four postures: walking, sleeping, standing, and sitting. You can use those four postures, right? And also, we develop this in two ways, right? That is Mahaggata Cheto Vimutti and Appamana Cheto Vimutti. That means Mahaggata means we develop this exalted. That means, we spread mudita in directions, right? Then appamana cheto vimuttu means immeasurable, means we develop meditation in, like, the people in this room, people in the village, people in the city. Likewise, we expand our meditation into the world, right? So there are two ways: Mahaggata Cheto Vimutti, Appamana Cheto Vimuttis, right? So today, so then now get ready to do the meditation. What you have to do is you sit properly, or else if you are not in a position to, you can stand up, you can use even sleeping posture, you can even sit down, right? Even while you are walking, you can do this meditation. Anyway, now if you can do this meditation, if you would like to do, then sit properly, right? And make your back straight. Close your eyes. And when I am saying the words, you can go ahead practicing the meditation, and then I'll be reading the things. You can go ahead repeating those things in your mind. So then after this, I'll be sending the meditation to Sandesh, and then you can have the wordings, and then you can go ahead practicing, right? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May I grow in longevity. May I grow in beauty. May I grow in happiness. May I grow in strength. May I grow in fame. May I grow in wisdom. May I grow in longevity. May I grow in beauty. May I grow in happiness. May I grow in strength. May I grow in prestige. May I grow in fame. May I grow in wisdom. May I grow in longevity. I grow in beauty. May I grow in happiness. May I grow in power. May I grow in prestige. May I grow in fame. May I grow in wisdom. May all beings in this room grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in strength, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom. May all beings in this village grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom. May all beings in this city grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings in this province grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings in this country grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, go in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings in this world grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings in all worlds grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings in all worlds grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings grow in longevity, grow in beauty, grow in happiness, grow in power, grow in prestige, grow in fame, grow in wisdom, may all beings be well and happy, Be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.